Hello, my name is Lowry, and I'm going to talk about cybercrime and the ways you can protect yourself. As we all know, the digital age is well upon us. Since its inception, the internet has become a very ever-growing presence in our daily lives. We have our desktops, laptops, ultrabooks, and smartphones buzzing along an information superhighway with reckless abandonment. Each of these devices has the potential for security breaches. At no time would we ever think to give our credit card information to a perfect stranger, but we have no qualms in using one of these devices to enter it into a website. We always assume that it's secure, but do we really know whether our digital infrastructure is locked up from prying eyes? Through technology, we have all but eliminated the need for most human-human interaction. No longer are we required to speak to anyone when we go shopping. The banking and ATM networks have developed to the point where we have self-checkouts. These are wonderful little items that can get us through the market with relative ease. Recently, my family and I were at an establishment that had these self-checkouts, and since we only had a few items and all of the personal ran registers had lines with them, we decided to use these checkouts. Now, this was convenient and got us out of the store very quickly. What we didn't understand, or what we didn't know at the time, that this particular checkout had been targeted by an identity thief. Within a few hours, we had been stripped of all of the money out of that one particular account. Luckily, the bank did reimburse us for all the losses, but it ended up being quite a large hassle. It took several weeks for us to settle the accounts and get all of our finances in order again. You know, that little trip through that checkout ended up costing us more time than we ever would have imagined. That is just one threat that we have to deal with in today's world. As you can see by the chart, the financial sector is the most targeted sector, with the ISP sector being a close second. The ISP sector is where all of our individual computers lie. Hackers will continually attack both of these sectors, trying to get any personally identifiable information so that they can steal your identity and, for all intents and purposes, become you. Once a cybercriminal has your information, they can open up accounts in your name, buy items with ill-gotten credit cards, or even take your money directly. Of course, all of this can be fixed, but it's a very drawn-out process, and the victim can lose everything before they even know they have been a victim to cybercrime. With all this gloom and doom, can a person even use a computer with any certainty that their information can be safe? Absolutely. The Semantic.com website gives us plenty of ideas to keep our computers and information safe. One of the first things they tell us is to keep our computers up to date. This includes all the software, not just a security suite. Hackers will try to exploit any program that they can that will give them access to your computer. The very first line of defense is a quality firewall. Now, I do not advocate for the use of any particular firewall. Just choose one that you like and is from a reputable company, and you'll be able to get updates on a regular basis. As we all know, Windows-based computers are the most predominant system on the market and have to be continually updated to patch holes that hackers find and use to obtain personally identifiable information. The next thing we do is choose strong passwords. If a password is easy for you to remember, then it's likely easy for a hacker to figure out. I recommend the use of some sort of password locker. Again, you choose whichever one you like as long as it's from a reputable company. These lockers will keep your passwords secure by removing the need to type them into a website, thus keeping keyloggers away from your passwords. They also allow you to have stronger passwords because you won't have to remember them. Most importantly, guard yourself. Whenever you're dealing with emails from people you do not know, look for misspellings. These are common indicators of a phishing email. Don't respond to any emails asking for your personal information. Be cognizant of the website that you're using. Again, Semantic.com tells us that fraudsters will set up sites that look very similar to those banking websites that you are using. All banks and any other reputable company will have a secure site for you to enter your personal information on. A couple things to look for. First is in the URL. If your URL starts with HTTPS, that means you're on a secure site. Also, on the lower right-hand corner of your browser will be a little lock. If that lock is closed, then you'll know you're on a secure site. If it's open, then you're on an open network connection, and anybody can get the information that you're typing in. 431 million adults experienced cybercrime in the last year in only 24 countries. That is a staggering number, but in no way means that we shouldn't use technology to our advantage. Common sense will help keep you safe in most cases. If an offer looks too good to be true, it probably is. Cybercrime is a real threat, but it can be avoided, and you can protect yourself just as much as you can from any other crime. Check your bank accounts and credit statements regularly. The sooner you can spot a discrepancy, the sooner you can stop the criminal and get your life back on track.